Lesson 2. Nouns. Section 1. Type of nouns. Here are several types of nouns in English. Common nouns. Proper nouns. Abstract nouns. Concrete nouns. Countable nouns. Uncountable nouns. Collective nouns. Possessive nouns. Section 2. Common nouns. Common nouns are the most basic type of nouns in the English language. They are general names given to people, places, things, or ideas that are not specific or unique. Common nouns are not capitalized unless they appear at the beginning of a sentence. They can be modified by adjectives, articles, and other words to provide more information about the noun. Here are examples of common nouns. Animal. Dog, cat, bird. Fruit. Apple, banana, orange. Profession. Teacher, doctor, lawyer. Object. Book, table, chair. Material. Metal, wood, plastic. Food. Pizza, burger, sushi. Color. Red, blue, green. Emotion. Love, hate, happiness. In general, common nouns refer to general or nonspecific people, places, or things. They can be contrasted with proper nouns, which refer to specific and unique people, places, or things, are always capitalized. Section 3. Proper nouns. Proper nouns are a type of noun that refers to specific and unique people, places, or things. They are always capitalized, regardless of where they appear in a sentence. Proper nouns serve to identify a specific entity, unlike common nouns that refer to general people, places, or things. Here are examples of proper nouns. People's names. Omar, Sarah, Fatima. Country. Indonesia, France, England. City. London, Paris, Jakarta. Mountain and river name. Mount Merapi, Mount Everest, the Nile River. Company names. Google, Coca-Cola, Apple. Titles of books, movies, and songs. Harry Potter, Spider-Man, the basic English grammar. Trademarks and brand names. Nike, McDonald's, BMW. Section 4. Abstract nouns. Abstract nouns are a type of noun that refer to intangible concepts, ideas, qualities, or emotions that cannot be perceived by the senses. They represent things that are not physical or concrete but exist only in the mind, such as feelings, concepts, and beliefs. Here are examples of abstract nouns. Love. Joy. Freedom. Beauty. Courage. Justice. Intelligence. Honesty. Kindness. Wisdom. Peace. Abstract nouns are typically uncountable, meaning that they cannot be pluralized. They are often used to describe emotions, feelings, to express general ideas or concepts that cannot be quantified. In English, abstract nouns can be a bit more difficult to understand and use than common or proper nouns because they refer to things that cannot be directly observed or experienced. However, they play an important role in expressing complex ideas and emotions, and can add depth and nuance to written and spoken language. Section 5. Concrete nouns. Concrete nouns are a type of noun that refer to physical, tangible objects that can be perceived by the senses. They represent things that can be seen, heard, touched, tasted, or smelled, such as people, animals, plants, objects, and substances. Here are examples of concrete nouns: dog, car, tree, cat, chair, water, bread, pen, shirt, building. Concrete nouns can be both countable and uncountable. Concrete nouns are usually the easiest type of noun to understand and use in English because they represent things that are concrete and observable. They are also the most common type of noun used in everyday communication. Section 6. Countable nouns. Countable nouns are a type of noun that can be counted or quantified. They refer to individual people, animals, objects, or ideas that can be separated into distinct units or groups. Countable nouns can be singular or plural. Here are examples of countable nouns: car, singular, cars, plural, chair, singular, chairs, plural, cat, singular, cats, plural, book, singular, books, plural, student, singular, students, plural. In general, countable nouns can be preceded by numbers 1, 2, 3, etc., or other quantifiers: some, many, few, several, etc. They can also be used with articles a, n, the, or possessive adjectives my, your, his, her, our, their. Countable nouns can be contrasted with uncountable nouns, which refer to things that cannot be counted or quantified, such as water or sand. It's important to note that some nouns can be both countable and uncountable depending on their usage. For example, paper can refer to a sheet of paper, countable, or to the material in general, uncountable. Understanding countable nouns is important because it helps us use the correct forms of verbs, pronouns, and other grammatical structures that depend on whether the noun is singular or plural. Section 7. Uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns, also known as non-countable nouns, are a type of noun that cannot be counted or quantified as discrete units. They represent things that are not considered individual objects, but rather substances, concepts, or ideas that are continuous and cannot be separated into distinct parts. Here are examples of uncountable nouns: water, air, sand, sugar, love, information, advice, furniture, music, happiness. Uncountable nouns are typically singular in form and are not used with articles such as a, n, with numbers or other quantifiers. Instead, they may be modified by expressions of quantity, such as a glass of water, a piece of furniture, or a lot of information. Uncountable nouns can be challenging for English learners because they do not follow the same rules as countable nouns when it comes to pluralization, verb agreement, and other grammatical structures. However, they are an important part of the English language and are commonly used in both spoken and written communication. Section 8. Collective nouns. Collective nouns are a type of noun that refer to a group of individuals and things considered as a single entity or unit. They represent a collection or grouping of people, animals, and objects that act together as a single unit. Here are examples of collective nouns: family, team, herd, flock, crowd, army, committee, class, colony, pack. Collective nouns can be used with both singular and plural verbs, depending on how they are used in a sentence. When used as a single unit, a singular verb is used, while a plural verb is used when referring to the individual members of the group. For example, the family is going on vacation. Singular verb, treating the family as a single unit. The family are arguing over where to go. Plural verb, treating the family as individual members. Collective nouns can also be used with articles and pronouns that reflect either the group as a whole or the individual members of the group. For example, the team is practicing, referring to the team as a whole, or they are all working together, referring to the individual members of the group. Understanding collective nouns is important for English learners because they play a crucial role in the correct use of subject-verb agreement and pronoun antecedent agreement in sentences. Section 9. Possessive nouns. Possessive nouns are a type of noun that indicate ownership or possession of something. They are used to show that something belongs to someone or something else. In English, possessive nouns are formed by adding an apostrophe and the letter s to the end of the noun, or just an apostrophe, for plural nouns that already end in s. Here are examples of possessive nouns: Sarah's car, the cat's tail, the children's toys, the company's profits, the student's notebooks. Possessive nouns can also be used to indicate relationships or connections between two or more nouns, such as my sister's friend or the book's cover. It's important to note that possessive nouns are not the same as plural nouns. Plural nouns simply indicate that there are multiple objects or entities, while possessive nouns indicate ownership or possession of those objects or entities. In addition to using apostrophes to show possession, it's also possible to use the preposition of to indicate possession, as in, the car of Sarah or the toys of the children. However, the use of the possessive s is more common and generally considered more natural in English. Section 10. How to make plural nouns. In English, most nouns are made plural by adding s or es to the end of the singular form of the noun. However, there are a few different rules to keep in mind depending on the spelling of the singular noun. Here are some general guidelines for making plural nouns in English. Add s to the end of the singular noun. 1 book. 2 books. 1 dog. 2 dogs. 1 pen. 2 pens. Add es to the end of the singular noun if it is ended in s, x, z, ch, or sh. 1 bus. 2 buses. 1 box. 2 boxes. 1 quiz. 2 quizzes. 1 church. 2 churches. 1 fish. 2 fish. This applies to some nouns that are ended in sh. If a singular noun is ended in a consonant, y, change the y to ies. 1 baby. 2 babies. 1 city. 2 cities. 1 story. 2 stories. For some singular nouns that are ended in f or fe, change the f to vs or the fe to vs. 1 leaf. 2 leaves. 1 wolf. 2 wolves. 1 knife. 2 knives. For some irregular nouns, the plural form is completely different from the singular form. 1 child. 2 children. 1 foot. 2 feet. 1 tooth. 2 teeth. It's important to note that not all English nouns follow these rules, and there are many exceptions and irregularities to be aware of. However, these guidelines should help you form the plural of most common English nouns. Section 11. Conversations. Conversation 1.
Excuse me, do you have a pen I can borrow?
Sure, here you go. Conversation 2.
Do you know where the nearest bank is?
Yes, it's just down the street on the left. Conversation 3.
What time does the restaurant close?
It closes at 10 p.m. Conversation 4.
Can you tell me how to get to the train station?
Yes, you need to take a left at the traffic light and then go straight for 2 blocks. Conversation 5.
Where can I find a good bookstore around here?
There's one in the shopping mall on the second floor. Conversation 6.
What time does the museum open?
It opens at 9 a.m. Conversation 7.
Do you know if there is a pharmacy nearby?
Yes, there is one on the corner of this street. Conversation 8.
Can you tell me how to get to the post office?
Sure, it's just 2 blocks from here. Conversation 9.
Where is the nearest supermarket?
It's on the other side of the street, next to the gas station. Conversation 10.
Do you know if this restaurant has vegetarian options?
Yes, it does. They have a separate menu for vegetarians. Section 12. Exercises. Complete the conversation with the correct answer.
Hey, did you? The math homework yet?
No, not yet. I'm stuck on problem 3. Have you figured it out?
Yeah, I got it. Let me take a look at your work.
Excuse me, Professor, can I to you for a minute?
Of course, what can I you with?
I'm struggling to understand the readings for next week's lecture. Could you clarify some of the key points for me?
Sure, let's go over them together now.
Have you joined any clubs on campus yet?
Yeah, I'm part of the debate team. Really fun, and we have a tournament coming up next month.
That sounds interesting. I was thinking of joining the photography club. Do you know when their next meeting is?
Hi, I was wondering if I could speak to someone about financial aid.
Certainly. My name. Sarah. How can I you?
I'm having some trouble with my FAFSA application, and I'm not sure if I filled it out correctly.
No problem. Let's go over it together and make sure everything is accurate. Hey, what do you do this weekend?
I don't know. Maybe check out that new restaurant downtown?
Sounds good to me. I heard they have great vegan options.
Cool. And on Sunday, I was thinking of going for a hike in the park. Want to join me?
Sure, that sounds like fun.